Cough is a dangerous disease in poultry farming, and if you don't handle it so fast, it's going to kill all your flock. So many people have closed their farms because of cough. And in today's video, I want to share with you people the cause of cough. Yeah, sometimes people struggle buying this, buying that, wondering what is causing cough in their flock. But yet, cough is not a sickness. Cough is a sign, is a symptom of something that is affecting your broilers, your birds. Yeah. So in today's video, I want to share with you some of the causes of cough in your flock. Yeah. These birds of ours are now 2 weeks old, and we are really not struggling with anything like cough, simply because we've understood the cause of cough, and that's what we are handling. Now, one of the things that is helping people, or that is affecting people, is poor ventilation. If your house is poorly ventilated, it's going to have a lot of congestion. Heat is going to be there, ammonia will accumulate, and the birds are going to eventually develop what they call cough. And for you, you'll be there wondering, buying all the antibiotics, but the cause is actually your own poor ventilation. So always work on your ventilation. Make sure that there is a good aeration in your farm, and the birds are going to enjoy. Even when there is anything that is coming like cough, it's going to just easily be tackled because the ventilation is perfect. So just look at this bird. It is a east to west direction. That's how you should do. Always manage cough at your poultry farm. Then another thing is respiratory diseases. Yeah, one of the common respiratory diseases, once you don't vaccinate them, is the Newcastle disease, the infectious bronchitis disease, the avian influenza. Those are all the sicknesses that can cause cough at your farm. Normally, when your birds are attacked with Newcastle infectious bronchitis, they are going to develop the signs of coughing. They are going to have a lot of sneezing. They are going to have a lot of swollen nose, swollen eyes. They are going to have the nasal discharge, and the thing is going to really be bad. But if your ventilation is good, they are going to really respond to anything that you give them as an antibiotic to be treated. Yeah. So one of the things that you need to do is treat them, okay, as early as possible. Give them the vaccines, okay? Newcastle IB, give them the Gumboro vaccine. The birds are going to be free from cough. Yeah. Yeah, so today it is our week 2, and we are going to give them the Gumboro vaccines. It's not that they are sick, they are okay, but we just want to prevent that outbreak. Once it attacks, it finds them when the immune system is strong. Now, if you are this person who waits for you to be attacked before you do what you treat, then that is wrong. Yeah, so cough is something that is a symptom. It is not it's not a disease in poultry farming. You need to understand that. Yeah. And then of course another thing that may cause cough in the flock is dusty feeds. Sometimes the way you store your feeds can determine whether the birds will stay well, or the birds are going to actually have what they call cough. When you give anything that is stuffy, they are not going to eat, and they are going to develop a lot of that sneezing. They are going to be just like you. When you are in a dusty place or eating anything dusty, you are going to be uncomfortable. So even these birds, how you store your feeds, you should be very, very careful how you store, because as you give them to eat, let their food be so fresh. Okay, so that when they are eating, they are not in any way attacked with the sneeze. Okay, so keep the feeds very well. If you are storing them, please store them in a place whereby they are free from any dust. Okay, and then don't overstock the feeds. Some people stock the feeds for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, yet the birds have even not arrived. That is very wrong. So make sure that you have things stocked at the time when you are about to put for your birds their feeds. Yeah. Then of course the other one is the vaccination reaction. Sometimes there are some vaccines which are so reactive when you give to these birds. Mostly the respiratory vaccines like the Newcastle. You can give them and they react, they start sneezing. Yeah. Just have a well aerated house. That one will go. Have the multivitamin, give the birds. It's going to just go slowly. Don't panic, don't do anything, don't worry. Some vaccinations which you do are so reactive. Mostly the respiratory vaccines. Okay? Some people don't know Newcastle is a respiratory vaccine, but one of them is Newcastle. Then we have the infectious bronchitis. All those things are respiratory diseases which we are treating them. Yeah. So another thing that we need to work on is the level of ammonia. Try so much, okay, to minimize the ammonia levels in your flock. What do we talk with ammonia levels? Ammonia levels, we simply mean their droppings. When their droppings are quite many in the flock, they are going to do what? To affect the birds, and the birds will start sneezing. Even you yourself, you can enter the house and you start sneezing. That simply tells you that the ammonia is too much. These birds, their droppings develop ammonia. That ammonia is not healthy to them. Okay, in fact, it can kill them as fast as possible. So make sure that every morning you turn the wood shavings. Make sure that if for example, with broiler farmers, you go and remove the top caked poo-poo, such that you go and throw it away. The bird may have dry wood shavings. When you look through our flock, you will see that all our wood shavings are dry. But it's not that we've just put, it's an old 2 weeks wood shavings, but it is perfectly working well. So try so much to keep the place dry without any congestion of ammonia. The birds are going to be free from cough, and you'll always never have anything like a cough at your farm. Then the last point is overcrowding. Don't allow congestion of the birds for them to overcrowd. When the birds overcrowd, they are going to have the heat stress. The heat stress will develop, will turn into sneezing, will turn into a lot of other things. Cannibalism comes in. Okay, so make sure that the birds are distributed very well in a structure. Okay, don't allow the birds to just stay when they are actually in a hustle. Okay, when the birds are in the hustle, don't allow it to happen. Normally, when we are raising these broilers here, there are a lot of things that happen and we don't know. For example, when these birds are growing, the birds itself can tell you that I've added the weight, I need more space, or I'm not yet adding the weight, let me be in this space. So always communicate with your birds. Don't just be there when you don't communicate to the birds. Communicate to them. Okay, when they are telling you our body is now big, please add the space, add the space. But there are some people who have a mentality, they think that when the birds are squeezed together, that's when the body will grow. That is very wrong. It is a wrong perspective. These broilers, they need space so that they may be free from that outbreak of cough. Okay, the outbreak of cough has been so severe that's because of the management at the farm. Yeah. So those things which I've shared with you, try to look into them. Check, examine where are we going wrong? Which one are we not putting in place? And sometimes when we are sharing such things, people might think it is a joke or we are just talking here. So these are practical things which we are applying, and that's why you see we are trying to succeed with our poultry farms. We work so hard. Okay, when you have helpers at the farm, be on them. Let them do what they are supposed to do. Okay? If you're hiring, hire a person who is willing to work. That one who is not willing to help you to work and abide with the rules, set them free. Because now you will tell a person, I want us to keep turning these wood shavings each and every day, and the person is not listening. Why do you stay with such a person who is putting your farm at risk. You simply release them and let them go. So with the poultry farming, once you relax, you lose. Okay? Yeah. So tell me what you think about our video. I am Henry here to Uganda Growers. If this video has been so nice to you, please like, share, comment, and let YouTube recommend this to other viewers. Just like the video. Thank you so much. Catch you very soon in another video. Lots of love. Bye bye.